Hi, this is Alex from phpacademy.org with a video tutorial for the new Boston. We're going to be taking a look at combining jQuery and PHP to create a instant search engine, I guess, and these values are going to be taken from a database. Now the first thing we're going to take a look at is the database itself, so let's go over to phpMyAdmin. I have a database called jQuery and a table here called places. Now this has got 7 different records. We have a unique place ID, which is an auto-incrementing field, an integer field. We've got place, which is the place that we're going to be searching for in our form here. So for example, when I start to type LON, the record London would be matched. If I was to go ahead and type CH, for example, in here, we would have CH in the Manchester, so Manchester would become a result, as well as Chorley, because we've got a CH here. So we're not really creating anything that's searching multiple keywords, for example, in a description or in a keywords field, but you can go ahead and use PHP if you understand the language to go ahead and develop this further. We're just really going to be focusing on the jQuery part of this and returning it instantly as we type. So now that you've seen the records in the database, let's go ahead and actually start to search for something. And the first thing I'm going to search for is London. You'll notice that when I start to type in here, we'll have this record returned instantly, and also some other dynamic information such as the search results. So let's go ahead and start to type L. The first thing you'll notice is we have 6 results returned. That's because L is contained within these titles: London, Feltham, Chorley, Sheffield, Leeds and Scotland. We have L in all of these. When we start to go ahead and filter this down, you can see that not only is the search that we're typing in updating, but the results filter down as well. So I guess you could go ahead and implement this in some kind of filter system once you've performed a search. But otherwise, if we go ahead and search for something, for example then Scotland, you'll see we return a result here. Again, the example I gave earlier, if we search for CH, this returns 2 results because we've got CH in Manchester and CH here in Chorley. So this is how the application works, or the script works. We're going to be doing quite a bit of PHP development. However, this can be integrated and used with other development languages, other server-side languages. So as long as you're familiar with PHP MySQL databases or MySQL databases and some PHP, you'll understand this. However, obviously our main focus is returning these instantly with jQuery. So with the example out of the way, we can go ahead and actually start to write this out. Okay, so over to our text editor, we have a few pages, and I'm just going to explain a little bit about what each page does and how they link with each other. We've obviously got our index.php page, which at the moment is blank in our browser. We don't have any form elements, and obviously we've got our database just here, which is well, we'll go over to the structure and take a look. We've got place ID, which is an integer, which isn't extremely important, but obviously we have a primary key in our database. Place is the obviously the option or the text we're going to be searching for, and then we just have a short description just to fill in some of the results. This all happens, or this is all displayed inside index.php. So we're going to have a form element, which is an input field with type text, and then we're going to have a div area underneath, which is going to display our results. We have search.js, which is going to handle the key up event with regards to the input field, and we're going to need to include this search.js file on our page. So we'll go ahead and do that now. We do this exactly the same as how we included jQuery, so js/jQuery. All my JavaScript files are kept in a folder called JS. The type for this is going to be text/JavaScript, and the source is js/search.js. You can see this is located in the JS folder. So that is search.js. So like I said, this file is going to handle the key up event for the input field we're going to write in just a moment. Now search.php is the file that's going to be called, or the request, the HTTP request or AJAX request is going to be sent to search.php. And search.php is going to work exactly like a normal PHP script. We're going to pass a variable from search.js, which will be the input field value, and that will be picked up in search.php. We'll run a few validation checks. We're not looking too much into PHP, but this will essentially just return the results from the database. And we have db.php, which is going to connect to our MySQL server and then select our database ready for use. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is design our form and the div area that we're going to display results in. So all we really need is an input field, and this is type text, and we need to go ahead and give this an ID so we can reference this inside jQuery or in our search.js file. So the input ID is going to be search. Now underneath this we need an area where our results are displayed, so I'm going to create a div just here, and I'm going to give it the ID search_.